you've been very involved in the administration's efforts to crack down on this Venezuelan gang, TDA, that has been designated as a terror group by the U.S. Do you accept the intelligence community's assessment that the Venezuelan gang is not a proxy force of the Maduro government? That was the National Intelligence Council assessment.
Yeah, that's their assessment. They're wrong. In fact, the FBI agrees with me that they are. The FBI agrees that not only is Tren de Aragua exported by the Venezuelan regime, but in fact, if you go back and see, a Tren de Aragua member, all the evidence is there and it's growing every day, was actually contracted to murder an opposition member, I believe in Chile, a few months ago. So one of the warnings out there by the FBI is not simply that Tren de Aragua are a terrorist organization, but one that has already been operationalized to murder an opposition member in another country.
But that's a different thing than being a proxy force controlled by the Maduro government. Part of this is at the heart of the legal arguments the administration is having over its ability to continue to deport suspected gang members. That's why this assessment is so key. You completely reject that intelligence community finding?
Yeah, I agree 100% with the FBI's finding. This is a prison gang that the Venezuelan government has actively encouraged to leave the country. A prison gang that in some cases they've been in cooperation. And by the way, Tren de Aragua members that have been returned to Venezuela on some of these planes that have gone back have been greeted like heroes at the airport. So we have no doubt, I have no doubt, and the FBI's made clear, I mean, this is the gang that they hired in order to murder an opposition member in another country. So there's no doubt in our mind and in my mind and in the FBI's assessment that this is a group that the regime in Venezuela uses not just to try to destabilize the United States, but to project power like they did by murdering a member of the opposition in Chile.